Good morning, everyone. Good morning. My name is Sarosh Alpadwala. I'm the Director of Real Estate for the Office of the Deputy Mayor for Planning and Economic Development. I am honored to be here this morning to participate in the opening of Plaza West. Before we get into the program, I want to begin by recognizing a few people. As you know, it takes a team of people across many agencies and sectors to make projects like this possible. I'd like to recognize Councilmember Allen, if he's here. The Office of the Deputy Mayor, Brian Canner, the Project Manager, Mark Blyer, our General Counsel, Susan Longstreet, our agency partners, the Department of Housing and Community Development, I saw Polly Donaldson here, DC Housing Finance Agency, I saw Mr. Lee, DC Housing Authority, the Department of Behavioral Health, of course the sponsors for the project, the Bible Way Church, and development partners Golden Rule Plaza, Mission First, and Henson Development, and the community representation from the Mount Vernon Community Improvement District, the ANC 6E, and Commissioner Kevin Rogers, and of course, Mayor Muriel Bowser. Thank you. Thank you all for your hard work in getting us here today. I'm representing Deputy Mayor Kenner, who is here today, and he would say the mayor gave us three jobs. 1, to increase tax revenue, 2, to create jobs, and 3, to produce and preserve affordable housing. And today I'm happy to report, Mayor, that we are delivering on those promises by delivering 223 units of affordable housing to Ward 6. The mayor also charged us with making sure that the city's affordable housing could support all the district's residents, including individuals, seniors, veterans, families, and more. The mayor also recognized that there's a growing number of grandparents taking care of grandchildren in the district. Projects like Plaza West support that need. And today we open the district's first residential grandfamily community. Some of the grandfamilies have already moved in, and we are excited to welcome them to Plaza West, including Miss Tanya Carter and her 10-year-old granddaughter, Miss Cassandra Gentry and her 2 grandchildren, Miss Panya Washington and her teenage grandson, and Miss Olivia Chase and her grandson. At this time, I'd like to ask Ms. Chase to the podium to introduce the mayor. Thank you, and welcome to Plaza West.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm Olivia Chase. I'm a 62-and-a-half-year-old Washingtonian. 5th generation, like my mayor. I'm not just a Washingtonian, I'm an activist and a change agent. But most of all, my primary role is a devoted grandmother of a 9-year-old grandson, Richard. Yes. I'm proud to be one of the first residents here at Plaza West and a part of a newly developed grandfamily community. Plaza West Grandfamily Residential Housing is the first of its kind in the district and the 9th in the U.S. city with residential grandfamilies programs. I'd like to congratulate our mayor for being on the cutting edge one more time. It warms my heart to know Mayor Bowser. It would take all day for me to let you know why. But she has made commitments to keeping seniors in the District of Columbia as well as creating communities that deserve and serve intergenerational families. Mayor Bowser, I welcome you to our refuge for grandparents stepping up to raise their grandchildren, and it is definitely a welcome place for Miranda.
Well, good morning, everybody. I am really excited to be here at Plaza West, and I want to congratulate the families that have moved in and say welcome home for all of us. Give them a big round of applause. I also want to acknowledge and thank Ms. Chase for her lovely words. I have gotten to know Olivia and Richard over the last several years. I can't believe he's 9 years old. And just looking through grandparenting and raising your child through Olivia's eyes really shows what many families are doing for grandchildren in our city. And I know that Richard is one lucky little boy because Olivia has exposed him to the world. All 8 wards, different experiences. He's been over to my house for ice cream or tea or something. He's testified before the city council. He marches in parades. And now his grandma has safe and secure housing. And we know what she will be able to do for him from that home base. So that's what we're here to talk about at Plaza West. And we're not in some far off corner, right? We're right in the center of action. And I know our team has been very focused on making sure that we can preserve and protect as much space and affordability in the center of the action and across all 8 wards of the district. And that's what we are here to do. So I also started my tenure focused on how we can work with all of our partners, and most especially the faith community, in developing affordable housing. And this is just really a remarkable example of what the faith community can do with their land and with their mission. The faith community and its development partners don't have the bottom line as the only goal, right? But the mission of making sure that our city, a growing city, a prosperous city, is prosperous for everyone. So I want to congratulate everybody in Ward 6, the council member, the ANC commissioners who were supportive of this innovative project. Give them a big round of applause. Our housing team and Polly Donaldson and Todd Lee, Sarosh Padwala and the DEMPED, and I see the deputy mayor is not up here. I don't know why, but thank you, Deputy Mayor, for your leadership. Give them a big round of applause because over the last 3.5 years, we have been able to produce, because of consistent funding and sustained kind of persistence and leadership, thousands of units of affordable housing. And we'll need many, many, many thousands more in order to keep up with the growth that we are experiencing in Washington, D.C. I also want to recognize Brenda Donald, who leads our child and family services in the District of Columbia, making sure that children have safe, loving families to take care of them. And a lot of circumstances happen in families, and what Brenda and her team of wonderful professionals do is make sure that we always put children first, and that the city does everything that we can do to support families staying together. So thank you, Brenda, for your leadership. So today, the number of grandparents who are the primary caregivers for their grandchildren is up more than a third from the past generation. This means 1 in 10 kids is living with a grandparent. And we know that raising a child in 2018 is expensive. Believe me, I'm finding that out. And for some grandparents, when they take on this responsibility, it can mean a very significant financial strain. So here at Plaza West, we've crafted an affordable housing opportunity specifically to address this need. 50 units, as you've heard, in this building will be set aside for grandparents raising grandchildren, rented out at 30 to 40% of the area median income. And not just that, but there will be on-site social services to help grand families thrive. On top of that, 173 affordable units will be made available to families and individuals of all backgrounds. And what we're building here is a community that reflects our broader community in a hot neighborhood with easy access to public transportation, grocery stores, and so much more. And there have been a lot of people, as you heard from Sarosh, involved in making this project a reality. Let's start with Bible Way, who has been leading and pushing and making sure we arrived here today. The Golden Rule and Mission First, all part of the development team who have gotten us till this day. So people will often tell me, Mayor, there's no housing. We don't know about these programs. We can't find it. And the type of message should just continue to push us all to think bigger and to do more. There is no small thing to have 220 units in this space in Washington, D.C. available at below market rents. That is no small accomplishment. And when I look at the number of agencies that have been involved, including CFSA and DBH and all of the housing agencies, we know that the task of creating more affordable housing is broad, and we're putting all of our resources towards getting it done. So I want to congratulate everybody. I wanted to also, I was hoping that we were announcing the 10th Grandparents Project here today, so maybe let's find another place where we can have more senior housing and more spaces for our young people to thrive. Thank you very much.
Now I'd like to welcome up Miss Williams from Bible Way.
Good morning, everyone. And welcome to Plaza West. I have, I think, probably the biggest grin on my face. I have been just in a state of rejoicing at what the Lord has done. I have to give praise right away because you are sitting in a miracle. You know the cost of land in the Washington, D.C. area, not just land, but downtown, Capitol Hill. The people, I think, on the 12th floor, will have a view of the Capitol Dome. All right? This is a miracle, and we may as well call it what it is. We're not having church, but you know what? Every time I come together, I said, let us just rejoice for what the Lord has done. And I'm not just saying that because that's what we church people say, but I don't know how many people, I don't know how long we've been in Washington, but just the snapshot testimony of precisely the nature of this miracle for us to be here on this land, knowing what we know about Washington, D.C. We are here, right here where we are, with this view of all these rooftops, because once upon a time, there was somebody over there at the Transportation Department who had the idea that they were going to tear down Bible Way Church. Now, Bible Way, if you look across, you'll see on the other side there, is where Bible Way sits. And my dad tells a story, and I'll tell it the way he told it real quick, but this is the way he talked. Bishop Smallwood Williams was his name. He said, he got this call one day that said somebody from one of the federal agencies there was coming to see us, said, now, this highway is going to come right on through where 3rd Street was. And we're going to have to take your church down because this highway is going to go on across New York Avenue and so on, so on, so. Well, you noticed when you came here? No. Right? Oh, okay. Listen, we prayed. And whereas the man had said to my dad, Bishop Williams was my father, by the way, said, yeah, that highway's going to run right through your pulpit. And my dad tells the story. He said he smiled at him. You know, the Bible says a soft answer turneth away wrath. And he said he just looked at the guy and smiled, and he just said, I wouldn't be too sure about that. And in my heart, I believe those words of strength and of faith. The deal was done then. This was your land. The day he said it, I wouldn't be too, because indeed, the highway was closed. Right now, you'll notice it stops at New York Avenue. And we are on, I call it holy ground, but it was originally supposed to be highway land. All right? And right smack dab where they were supposed to run through Bible Wasteful. Well, here we are rejoicing with grandchildren and all of these beautiful, beautiful faces. And I'm just, you know, the missionaries may have to take me out because I'm really happy about what's going on. But it was a marvelous fight, and the Lord raised up friends along the way. The city of Washington, the mayor, and this goes back 2 or 3 administrations to get this land. But somebody whispered in my daddy's ear, said, now, you said, say, I want to ask for this excess highway land. He said, that's the magic term for grandparents raising their grandchildren. We had come through the crack epidemic. That's the thing that caught his eye in praying and fighting to help our community get itself together. He said, we've got to do something to help. And that's what happened, is that he asked the city council, asked the feds, and the Lord brought it to pass that the land was given to Golden Rule, which is our housing affiliate, for the purpose of affordable housing for grandparents raising grandchildren. So this was earmarked. This was earmarked from the moment the transaction was made, that it was going to be for you and nothing else. And here we are today, the fulfillment of a dream, of a vision, of faith that we are here, and not just in anything. You know, one of the great fights, and I'm going to hurry up and finish, that we have has gone through our affordable housing development, and now it's about how many buildings? Somebody tell me. 5. Design, aesthetics. You know, just because somebody's subsidizing the housing, like our first building was Section 8, well, they didn't want us to have air conditioning. Because at that time, to get air conditioning, are you kidding? And you know how hot it is in Washington? It's tropical. Now, all the things about health, no, you could not get air. And it was my mom who was fighting there with my dad that we wanted, not only to want air conditioning, but on that bill said we want balconies. Section 8, balconies? And if you look over there, across the street there, you'll see them. They're balconies. And there's air conditioning and plenty of it. And we thank God, that's all. It's not man, it's what, when you ask the Lord for something and he sees you're sincere and you're ready to roll up your sleeves and work, he will do the miracle. Yes, he will. He will do the miracle. And he did it, which is why we are here. And I know they're going to come and grab me and sit me down in a minute. But I just wanted you to know the real story so that when you walk through here, you'll feel like I do. I feel like shouting all the time because it's just a miracle. And I look out of that window and I start crying still because of the fight. But God sustained him, and this is here. This is the capstone. This is the last building, the last vision that God gave him. And I just thank God that those of us who are here, me as his baby daughter, and the rest of us, and Sister Alicia, and all the team, wonderful team that's here. And I'm going to make myself stop. I'm so happy. But I'm just great. Mayor, thank you all, have been just golden in working with the team and just giving us all the technical advice and help. And Can't get far without. All right. All right. All right.
Well, we have to give the bishop's baby girl a big round of applause. What a testimony. What a testimony and what a vision. You said it best. We know what happens without vision. And we thank God for the bishop's vision and that you're here to represent him. God bless you. So I think we're going to sign a banner. All right.
You all please come up and sign the banner and enjoy the refreshments.